It's raining, but ain't no big deal. I got a little bit of a roof over my head, and I put a floor in my garage here, so I'll be just fine. I'm getting ready to yank the transfer case out.
And it was a blue sky. The sun gave them the first trickle of warmth they felt. She was a fighter and a survivor.
Come on, drive shaft.
Never ended up in her situation.
Come on, drive shaft. Come on, drive shaft. There we go. Ta-da! There you go. Go over there. This is my back buddy. My back buddy was made for, I think it's made for taking drum brakes off of big rigs. I converted it and I made it a transfer case holder, and it's got all in here. It's got this wheel on it, got an old steering wheel on it. You just crank it up. Let's see which way we're going, up or down. Been a while since I used it. There we go, and now we're going up. We just crank the wheel like that, and we are going up, and it'll lift just about anything you put on it. Lifts my transfer case right up, so I'm gonna put it in place, then I'll lower the transfer case down and roll it out of the way nice and easy. Most of the time I do things the hard way. Every once in a while I get something halfway figured out. Oh. I might have to pull this front shaft out in order to use it. I haven't used it. Oh, there we go.
Carl and I have been making all you do is sleep. It's an insult to Carl after all he's done for us. You told me that I wasn't cut out for the wilderness. You were all I had left, Yossi. But you really wanted to be around Kevin.
Got it strapped to my car.
Like that? Question about all the wild animals in the river. The gold mining camps. All we have to do is raft down this river, and we're there. Why are we giving up now?
Lower it down.
Yossi didn't want to give up. Yossi wanted to see all these things. Kevin had,
and unless it falls,
but Carl wasn't the experienced
should work out pretty good.
He claimed to be. When Marcus turned around for one last glance at Yossi before he disappeared from sight, who knew when they would meet again? Yossi and Kevin.
Transfer case is out of the way. Next comes the transmission.
At noon, the world seemed crashing into a rock.
I fell in love with crocodile. Now I am taking the bolts out of the flex plate. This is the flex plate, and I'm going to turn it slowly. Otherwise, the motor's going to start up, and I'm going to have to scurry on up there and shut it down before it gets run out of fuel because the pump's not on. We don't want it to turn on because I've already got one bolt out. Very gently, just tap, tap, tap. Come on, tap, tap, tap. Whoa. Whoa. One more. There we go. Oh, all right. Here comes this bolt and a stack of washers. Come on, washers, fall in my hand. Don't land in the grass, I'll never find you. There we go. One bolt and one stack of washers. One more to go. Come on, tap, tap, tap. Got my magic button hooked up, and all I've got to do is just gently give it a little push. Come on. There we go. An 1/8 inch, and it's pretty well touching the bell housing. I mean, you could slide a single washer in there, and that's it. I mean, yeah. Oh well, I'm pulling it out anyway. What are you gonna do? Already got half the work done. Let's get it out of there and see what's going on inside of it. This is an extension I made for my floor jack out of a pipe and a piece of channel sort of thing. And that'll get me a little closer to my transmission. I'm just gonna jack her up till it's on the pan, put a ratchet strap around it, and then it will be time to undo the bell housing bolts and drop my transmission down. And of course the jack will only allow it to go down a certain amount before I have to just grab it by hand and carry it. But it is a nice help when you're up here and you got to get things slid back and out of the way. I have a floor jack and I put a floor in here. So this should all work out pretty easily. I'll get covered in oil and I'm already wet, so that's fine. It's gonna be a nice, what a nice day. What else can you ask for? I'm out here on a beautiful, cloudy, rainy day. What a great time. I'm on the other side now, and I'm gonna start with the top bolt and take the bolts out on this side. The bolts are already out on your side. This should be a pretty simple deal. I do hope the engine doesn't sag at all in the rear. It is a big, heavy motor. If it does, I suppose I can always just jack it back up in place. This might get exciting in a moment here. Hopefully it doesn't get too exciting. There we go. Transmission separated. My bolt ran away. I'm gonna come over there and weasel it backwards. Get out between us. I'm just gonna lower the jack down. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Kind of hurt a little bit. Moving my spine in a position I haven't in a while. Some people pay for that. I can thank my monster truck for giving me proper exercise and hypotary illuminary properties. Okay, the jack's almost down to the bottom and the transmission's still 4 feet off the ground, so I suppose I should build a telescoping transmission jack next. One day I'm gonna have all of this figured out and I'll just get it done, just like a squirrel eating an acorn. Alright, if you sit here, you might have a good view while I struggle with this. Oh! Oh, little baby, don't be sad. Don't be angry and don't be mad, 'cause I wanna fall in love with your butthole. I'm a dirty, 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 dirty little troll. Why my nursery rhymes always end in buttholes. Alright, back in there, dipstick. Get in there, you dipstick. That's it. My jack's at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to unstrap the trans. I can't pull the converter off from here. But you can see my converter is in there. This here's my torque converter. And that is my transmission. Pump inside there. And they should be snug as a bug living together in a rug. And they are. And that goes against my improbable theory there that I had done something wrong. But we don't know what we're gonna find, but we're gonna take it apart and have a good time. If you're not having fun while you're working, then you're doing the wrong thing. All right, get this strap out of my way. Oh boy, I've got more spectators. I need to get back to the Durrt church so people leave me be. Well, when you're running a church, a lot of people like to come and spectate, so that's all right. We'll be as kind as possible while I finagle this transmission out of here without dropping it and smashing it into a million pieces. Transmission, I want you to cooperate. I'm just gonna push you over there, okay? Then I'm gonna pull the jack out, and this could get tricky. What I'm gonna do here is a real quick switch. And I'm gonna slide the transmission down nice and gently and land it on the drive shaft where I temporarily hold it with my left hand and arm, get the jack, the extension, and the wood block out of here. Then I'm gonna get in there and bear hug it, and bring it down to the ground. Oh, baby. No more. There we go. Who's that? How you doing?
Sorry, little Josh there. Is this the one you aluminum welds a thing too?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I'm actually gonna come borrow it again in the next day or so if that's alright.
No problem. It fit through there, the Josh shift though.
Yeah, it's not gonna fit with me standing there, is it? Oh, alright. Probably a good way to. Probably could have found a better way to do this, but I think now I'll pull the converter off just so it doesn't slide out and hit me. There goes another theory that my converter was welding itself to the pump and everything's still tight in there. Oh well. Bear hug this thing and get it out of here. Let's see if I can spin it. I got the tail shift sitting on that cross member. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna set the pan on my knee. We'll just put it in reverse and back up. There we go. All right. There's my transmission. Huh?
A rope or something to chain, you just swing it down.
Oh yeah. Well, that worked. I got it. Oh. Not the hardest thing I ever did, but that was fun.